welcome to Senpai Gaming!
And today we're back with more Bloodborne!
Yeah, hopefully it won't be an utter travesty like last time.
I beat the boss, so
Eventually.
it's still fine with me.
Eventually. This all feels familiar somehow.
Oh, shit.
I couldn't tell you how, naturally, but it feels familiar. You know what I ended up talking about recently?
What?
I ended up talking about, like, dreams and shit. Like, what you would want to do with your life.
Yeah.
Because someone asked, like, if you won the lottery, what would you do? And I'm like, okay, so I would get a bigger house, a nice backyard, outdoor pool, indoor jacuzzi and sauna,
Yeah.
a gaming room,
Yeah.
a basement with a spare room, and upstairs with a spare room, and a middle, the middle section for like kitchen, shit like that.
Yeah.
Another living room. And then I'd get a bunch of puppies. I'd probably get about like 10 different types of dogs. Because I'm going to breed them and make more puppies.
I swear to God. Okay.
And then never leave my house ever.
Well, you gotta go out to eat.
No, I can cook my own food.
That's why we're still gonna go out and get it.
No, I can have it delivered.
Really? You just would never leave the house?
I would just never leave my home. You guys would just come to me. And I would avoid all types of human interactions. I'm like, that really does say, and he looked at me like, wow. And I'm like, yeah, that really does say how my life has been so far. That I want to avoid all people as absolutely much as possible. So, yay for me.
Okay. Well,
you?
you're all hot, Royale.
What about you?
I mean, what I do with, honestly, not much. Maybe just buy, like, I wouldn't even know what to do with that much money, other than buy some stupid, some small shit that I would like,
Right.
and then just put the rest in my bank account and just wait, work and then retire at like 40 or 50.
That sounds about right.
That's just what I do. Like it's not the most exciting life, but it's like I wouldn't know what to do with that kind of money anyway. So it's like just save it when I retire, and that way I don't gotta worry about bills or anything. I can just do me.
That would also make sense.
Like I know for some people that oh yeah, because we've been some more bosses. She
Yeah.
went from being a little more.
She can talk now.
Well, you already could talk. She was just rude to you.
Oh, so she's nicer now.
Well, no, she's just more crazy.
Oh. Okay then.
Yeah, being in here just.
Makes her crazy.
Well, it would have made her less crazy. And now we gotta get like two. It's either we beat one more boss, we gotta fight, or what is it? There's like either we beat one more boss or we already defeated the enough to get these two NPCs that you can save. One's just a grumpy old man; he doesn't provide much, but the other one, who's within that same vicinity, is without question the most important NPC in the game.
Neat. What does he do?
Well,
Or is that something we have to wait for?
well, you wouldn't really find until pretty much endgame, but essentially she gives you an item that that's very hard. That's very rare. There's only like 4 of them in total, and granted, in order to get the final boss, you need 3 of those like other items, and one of them you get it as like the second to last boss. You just get it from defeating it. The other one comes from her, essentially, and then the third one is like you gotta wait till a certain point in the game where you can just get it from Yosefka herself, or the fake Yosefka.
Okay.
But we can't do that for a bit, so that it'll all happen around the end of the game, and there is like one more you can actually get, but that one I have to look it up, not because I don't know necessarily where it is,
You don't know how to get it?
Well, no, it requires you falling and taking a lot of damage, and if you fall, consider the height drop you would have to land on,
Yeah.
it would pretty much instantly kill you.
Oh.
So again, it's possible, but you would honestly, like I said, I would need to look it up to know exactly what area and how I should do it. Because I mean, like if you have a high enough HP, it may not kill you, but like I said, you would need a high, like pretty much near max HP for that to happen, and that's just not worth.
We can always give it a shot, and if you fail the first time, then we just stop.
I suppose, but I mean, what you get out of it is like you know that little mannequin doll.
The lady in the shrine.
Yeah, the one I used to upgrade myself.
Yes.
You get like an outfit of hers,
neat.
because essentially, that area where you get that other item is it's in exact that area, but not like in the physical world, not in the hunter's dream, you know, because that's where you go when you go to level up. You know, it's
right.
It's like a dream within reality. I don't know how to say it other than that.
Like a dream within a dream.
Or like a dream that's not a dream, like within reality or some shit, you know. But the point being, along with the item you got there's a doll that's exactly like her, and you get aside from getting the item you need, you also get a doll outfit exactly like hers.
Aw, that would be cute. We should try it.
I mean, that's not for a while though.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, we'll see. We will see.
By the way, if anybody's wondering what I'm eating this time, today's video is sponsored by tacos, made by me.
Royale tacos. Go eat them. They're delicious.
Exactly.
She loves,
always tasty.
Eat her taco. But yeah, no, it's.
So where are we going now?
It's roughly It's rough. I have a general idea where we're gonna go. I know it's right around here, I believe.
That doesn't answer my question. Where are we going?
I said, but generally, I'm not sure the exact look.
We're just going that way.
Yes, it's for lack of a better word, I know, but I need to. I'll find it.
But I need to know how to get there. I need to remember how to get there.
Yes, essentially. I'll get there.
When I get there.
Yes, and worst case scenario, I can always look it up. But I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. So, cut to like 5 minutes later. Where am I? Shit, I need to walk there.
Well, I can say I know the starting point is. I just have to,
find it.
Well, no, I know where the starting point is. It's around near the church where we were.
Right.
I just gotta, I just need the.
Find your way.
Yeah, I just have the general idea. This, I believe, is the path I need to go to.
I still don't know where you're going.
I'm talking to myself at this point. Like, it's essentially in a sketchy area.
Where are you going toward?
Like an alleyway.
Okay, you're going to that NPC you were talking about?
Yes.
Which one, the other one or the important one?
They're both in the same area, and they're literally neighbors.
Ah, okay then.
So.
What happened with that path?
I don't think that was the right one.
Is it down there? Oh wait.
No, that's where the boss is.
Yeah. What boss?
The hill, with the stairs leading to the.
Oh,
Wendigo.
the lady that the Wendigo lady from last time.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, because that's the path you got to take. Let's see. There's like 2 paths, I think. If not, we can just run back to the church. But
I feel so useless. There's nothing for me to contribute to this.
Well, that's why
I don't know what I'm doing.
That's what your commentary's for.
What commentary on what?
Just anything. Like look at fucking.
The sun is nice. It's bright out there.
I mean, you
Kinda.
literally just started noticing, like, we're just talking about dreams, you know?
Oh, I suppose, yeah.
It's like I said, we just talk about whatever, because that's what we do as friends.
We're friends? Oh my god.
You
I've
like
been
me?
doing this all wrong. You like me? You really like me? No one's ever said that before. Aw.
Okay, he's just a hunter. We're going to need him to talk to him because there's another area we can go to.
Oh, are we taking him with us?
No, we talk to him and this door should open.
Oh. That's more disappointing.
But it lets us fight that. Remember that poison boss I told you about?
The one with the
antidotes that I just hit there
behind him?
behind. Yeah.
Yes.
I believe this is on the path to doing it. I don't think it'll.
Attack.
No, I believe this will leave me there. Fear of the old blood. Now the guy. No, here's the funny thing. The guy that asked the password.
Yeah.
Is essentially this guy, who's dead.
What?
Already dead.
What happened?
Yeah, it's because you're. I don't know if it's because you're fucking crazy or not, but.
We're seeing ghosts now.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, apparently we had to go the other.
Like, where's the Ghostbusters when you need them?
Apparently we had to go the other way. From what I'm seeing, but you know what we're gonna do?
What?
So since we said we're gonna fight all the bosses.
Yeah.
This is on the way to a boss, so this. Okay,
Forbidden.
so we are in the Forbidden Woods.
Hey. Insert Harry Potter reference?
Oh yeah, that is a thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm like, oh.
It's been a long ass time since I
fucking love me some Harry Potter.
Oh,
I
no.
still read fan fiction about it.
do you.
All over the time. All the time.
Oh God.
Like I don't care what anybody says. Harry and Hermione are the best couple.
You want to hear something funny? As a little kid, I did ship those two.
Exactly. Like, I understand guys and girls can be friends without them being shipped. Hence me and John.
And most of her.
And hence other people as well. But nobody had as much of a connection as Harry and Hermione did. Ron and Hermione did not have as much of a connection. Neither did Harry and Jenny. Jenny's obsession with Harry kind of creeped me out a little bit.
I mean, when she was like a little young girl, you know, a young, like, what, preteen, teenage girl?
Yeah.
And, like, again, I'm not saying this applies to all of the women out there, but some teenage girls are just fucking stupid. They like stupid shit. I mean, we all like stupid shit, but, like, I feel like this could apply to most people, but teenage years, you really are into some really stupid shit.
True. And the things that she did in her teenage years before dating Harry was actually acceptable. Because that made sense. It was the unusually strong crush on somebody she had never met before.
Well, he did save her though from like that.
No, before that, she had a crush on him prior to that.
Did she really?
Yeah, because her mother, she grew up looking at all those Harry Potter books. So in their world, they have Harry Potter books as well, and it's just about him doing amazing things, even though he was just sitting at his home.
Well, that maybe was just her fangirling too.
Yeah, she was
not stalking, but like just a fan.
She was stalking too.
Again, it's been years, so I'm not trying to say you're wrong. I just don't fucking remember exactly.
Well, I'm also taking things from not only the movie but from the books as well.
Well, even from the books. I mean, even from the books, I don't remember that.
It wasn't super, super stocky, but it was like the first time you meet her, she can't even talk to him. She's obsessed with Harry Potter being the fictional version that her mother had always told her about. Mm. And like I said, as she gets older, she gets better at it and realizes that Harry is not this person. Yeah. But for the fact that it took her so long to actually understand that, where Hermione instantly like met him the first day and really quickly understood that was the situation.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things, what you hear and what you read versus the reality,
Yeah.
Like most people aren't always as what you expect them to be. But then that's not necessarily a bad thing, but you shouldn't always believe what you read or hear.
Yeah.
Like, again, that's always a situational thing too, because like, just take a celebrity, like a real life celebrity, like just anyone. There's some people, he's like one of the nicest people you could ever meet, And then there's still like that guy, fuck that guy, and he was rude and mean to me, blah blah blah, And it's just like, again, like, that's just always a situational thing,
It's true, and I don't really blame her for it because her mother read her all these stories.
Oh yeah,
It was pretty much her mother that set it into her brain. And I'm like, Hermione understood this shit instantly, and she read the same things Jenny did.
Yeah, but I think,
and that's why it's like they grew their connection quicker and faster and much more naturally, because it just came like out of nowhere for Hermione to like Ron, and for Jenny to, maybe not Jenny to like Harry, but for Harry to like Jenny back.
Yeah.
It came out of nowhere. Ron, I could understood, because I saw that he had a little crush on her.
Yeah.
Since like the Triwizard Tournament thing.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I will never ever forgive Ron for. I will never forgive him for abandoning his friend and assuming that his friend put his life in danger just for glory. I will never forgive that.
What did he do exactly?
So it was during like the Triwizard Tournament thing where, you have to be of a certain age to put in your name so that you could win and get all the glory and the money and shit like that.
Yeah.
And even though Harry said he didn't do it, which no surprise later he didn't, Ron for half of the book and most of the movie did not believe him. He straight up was like, no, you did this for glory and money because you're always a glory hound. I'm like, he's done nothing for glory. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, but some people are with that shit,
And I get it. I get it. Him having a lot of they make the excuse like because he has a lot of family and he's never like really focused on as a child because of how many siblings he has.
Yeah.
And like I understand that, but this is your friend. And then he leaves them to fight in the forest to fight Voldemort. He goes home to his family.
Yeah.
While Hermione and Harry are still continuing the good fight. There was no explanation for that shit.
Okay.
There's no excuse. Like after it happened the first time with the tournament and everything, you would have figured like, okay, now he'll buckle down, really become his friends, really prove himself. He ditches them, goes home and has a nice meal with his brother and his brother's wife, while Harry and Hermione are in the woods eating berries and shit. I don't know what they were eating, but they weren't eating.
They were eating unicorn drops.
They were eating unicorn poop.
Could just imagine, it's like Harry's like renowned. He's like the renowned wizard of everything, and it's like, oh, I'm eating poop. It's like not even like it's like.
Well, I had to live.
No, it's like it's just that's fucking hilarious to him. It's like he's the renowned wizard, like the most evil, feared wizard of all time is afraid of him ever since he was a baby. Oh okay. Yeah, he's eating poop right now. Thanks.
Thank you. It's like oh shit, I gotta get back.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I got it. So, how are you people doing today? Watching me fuck up somehow? I mean, yes, I realize I might have to go a little back ways, but
I'm so confused. The other door, right?
No, that's probably the pizza guy, isn't it?
I don't have the money. Did he pay you the money?
I don't know, maybe.
Hi.
Hello?
Oh, shit.
Is the pizza guy here, or is that you?
No, that's Bang Bang.
Okay, bye.
You came through the other door. I was like, what the fuck?
What? Okay, that was our friend Bang Bang. He was being...
Came through the other door.
Oh, because the pizza was here.
Ah. Amazing. No.
Okay, so the poison guy, because I knew when I went to the woods,
So,
Yeah.
that was the wrong way.
Hey,
But I got
yep.
to the poison guy now, so so it appears I might have to go back a little bit further behind.
Truly.
But
You're welcome.
Pizza. Thank you. Pizza for all.
yeet. So whatever. I'm getting to the boss. So I've made I made two more places I need to discover, and what is it? So I might need to go back. Yes, I know he's got the Bernadetta plushie.
He always has the Bernadette plushie.
But yeah, so I didn't get to where I need to go for the NPCs. I have to go. Looks like I have to go back a little bit further back. But this isn't a complete loss because, and I quote, I'm going to the two areas where I need to. One for the optional boss, I believe, which is the poison one.
Yeah.
And the other, the Forbidden Woods, which I need to go to anyway because that's actually
Is it
story
worth
progression.
fighting the optional boss?
We chose to fight it.
We already agreed, like a few weeks ago, because I was talking with Royale. Like, I said, do you want?
That boss sounded cool, so I'm like, yeah, let's try.
Like, do you want to? There's literally one of the bosses. It's literally like a giant electrical.
It's giant Pikachu. Only if he was in the Dark Souls world.
And it's a lot uglier too, but it's essentially
So,
That
one.
It's a giant electric mouse?
Not a mouse, but it's giant and electric.
It's an electric type Pokemon. Just know that.
It's been a while since
Zap.
I played it, but if I recall correctly, though,
Mm-hmm.
that one wasn't too bad for me. That boss, but
Oh, before I forget, Bang Bang, what's your main Harry Potter ship?
and specifically has to do with Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Ooh. Ooh.
I that's like the question
Like
of
the
the
question
century.
of the century. Am I-
I have one question for you.
Yes.
What?
Straight or gay?
You can do straight then gay if
Straight
you.
then gay, yes.
Oh, okay. Straight. Ron Hermione, because I'm a basic bitch.
What?
Me and Royale are like,
It's
Harry Hermione.
and Hermione. What are you doing?
I
What
knew-
are you doing with your life, man?
It's
No,
a Leviosa.
Insert
Not
no
Leviosa.
insert the Hank Hill like that boy ain't
But,
That
but
boy.
if you're
Right.
gonna ask me for the gays,
Yeah. For the gays.
He's gonna ship Ron and Harry because he's a basic
no,
bitch.
I'm not a basic
No,
bitch.
I
I'm not
should.
one.
No, I said
For gay men, I ship Harry and Draco.
oh.
That's it.
Oh,
That's it.
yeah.
I thought it was okay. So good news, we made progression where the woods are
Yes.
and where this is, so we can go back to those.
Now,
Momentarily.
I'm a straight guy,
Mhm.
but even I would have to say Draco and Harry.
Yeah.
You want to
For
hear?
a lesbian one, that one's actually pretty difficult for me.
For a lesbian one, I guess I would have to go with Ginny and Hermione.
As a kid once for like my.
That's
or
one.
maybe, what's her name?
Luna.
Yeah, Luna and Hermione.
That's one that I have 3 shippings for Hermione. I have Jenny and Hermione, Hermione and Luna, and the really one that, and Hermione and Bellatrix. Because
Why?
because I
You wanna
just
throw this up
find
in
that
someone?
amazing.
You
They
want-
are so much alike. The only difference is one is a pure blood and crazy as shit, and the other one's a muggle born. But everything about the two of them is actually very similar.
As a kid though,
No.
like one time for like my Halloween's like library thing. This is when I was in 2nd grade.
Yeah.
I dressed up as Draco Malfoy, for Halloween.
I can see that. You
And
get
it was
that
a Harry-
hair.
John, you have the hair.
Well, it wasn't even that. Like
Not just
No, I was gonna say I can see it. You have the
There you go,
Draco hair.
and they would do.
You do have the Draco hair. That's kind of scary.
All you need is like the extra gel to like slick it back. and
Well, that's the
just,
thing. My mother, because like my mother's like, why don't you put gel that way you can just slick it back? It's like I know if I did, I probably could. But again, I know that's like a fucking basic hairstyle for
Yeah.
some people. But it's like that's just what I fucking like. I'm a simple man. I like my hair, slicked back.
That's fine.
That's fine. Oh, and Hermione and Floor, for absolutely no reason, other than the fact
Other than
I
the
think
cause chaos in the chat.
that, and I think they look beautiful together.
I could see it.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm a straight guy, but even I
Other
have
than-
gay ships.
Other than Harry
No, I
and
would-
Hermione, I would actually
Well-
consider Harry and Luna, or Harry.
That's the thing. That's another thing. Harry and Luna are so good.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is, I don't think you need to be straight to appreciate gay ships. Just because, like, hey, if the couple fits, I mean, then who the
It
fuck?
fits. Or what's it?
I mean-
Harry and Tom. That was a cute.
I mean, like one of the gay pairings that I ship. It's not in Harry Potter,
Mm-hmm.
but like in My Hero Academia, I ship Todoroki. I mean, not Todoroki.
Todoroki.
No,
Bakugo?
Tokoyami?
no, the half fight, half
That's
fire.
Todoroki.
That's
wait,
Todoroki.
No, I was thinking Tokoyami. I was thinking like.
He's the
Tokoyami?
Birdman.
Yes, I was.
Birdman.
I know. Again, I was thinking of it differently, but
Ah.
I was thinking of Todoroki and Deku. Like that is if we're gonna do gay shippings for like Deku, that's the one I ship. Fight me IRL. Like that.
I respect it.
Huh?
I respect that, but I also like Deku and Bakugo, or Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki.
I was gonna say that. What's restricting you from having a threesome?
Exactly.
There
I'm like-
isn't, but like typically my typically with when it comes to like shipping.
I just feel like it balances. All three of them together would be a very
Like
balanced.
I typically like to just do like my two because I think part of that like I know it's fiction. You can put as however many you like. I don't judge, but I've always been a man who believes like though if the two are meant to be like that's it. I don't typically believe in like they're gonna share with every. You know what I mean?
It's not your thing.
Yeah. That's a simple.
There's nothing wrong with it if
No, I
you choose to
know.
do that. No, I'm just saying sure the audience knows. Nothing wrong with that. He's not saying that. He's just saying for him, it's not a
Yeah.
preferred choice.
Yeah. I always just believe it should be like two people. I mean, if you're separate and if you're broken up or single and you want to do that shit, more power to you. That's just not how I roll.
Yeah. I would do threesomes.
Well, again, I don't mind. Like I said, I don't mind doing a threesome if I'm single, but if I'm with someone, it's like
John,
it's like
John,
Actually,
John,
you would definitely
John-
need permission before you.
Oh yes, but you get what I mean though. But if
John,
I'm
can you
with you,
imagine
I'm
that?
with you. Like that's
What?
more or
like
less it.
you're about to do it with a girl, right?
Yeah.
And then you're
Can
like,
I
and then
bring
she
my
immediately
friend?
said, "Yeah, can I bring my friend?"
That'd be weird. Like it's like, oh yeah, how'd you lose your virginity? It
I
wasn't
had a
a threesome. Like, well, no, you didn't. I'm like, yeah, I fucking
Yeah.
did.
Do you want me to call her and tell her? You know what would be really funny? What would your reaction be if if you were dating someone and you're about to lose your virginity, and then she said to you, "Hey, could you call your female friend?"
I'd be like, well, that depends. Which one? Because
Okay, would you call me? What would your reaction be at that point?
no. Just no. Listen, I love you. I love you.
No,
But
no,
no.
I 100% understand that. I would say no as well. Like, I mean, hold on. Let me rephrase that. I wouldn't say no, but there'd have to be like a lot of ground rules here.
Royale.
Can I just say something?
I just thought of something even funnier.
What?
Like John is dating someone, and just immediately says, "Can you bring your friend?"
Like, which friend?
If he means.
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah, now, like, listen, alright, I do love you. I do love you a lot, But again, it's just one of those things where it's like, I've known you for years, and I've just never once, like, felt that kind of, like, sexual connection.
Yeah.
Like that. It's just more like, oh, you're just someone who it's like, oh, if I was getting married, it's like you'd be
That'd
someone.
be like dating. That'd be like fucking your sister. It would just not be cool.
Yeah, and it's like you're someone like you'd be.
Sorry, Alabama.
Sorry, Bama.
Sorry,
But no, it's like.
Don't worry. Do you want to know who else you have to say sorry to?
Obama.
Mississippi
Oh, that too, actually.
and Louisiana.
Let's just throw all the southern.
And
Yeah, and
Tennessee.
Everyone in
It
the
was-
southern states. Sorry, everybody.
But it's like.
And parts of North Carolina
But yeah,
and South Carolina.
that has the word south in it though. That's the south.
Huh?
It's literally south. That's why it has the word south in it.
Royale, but it doesn't count because it's not south.
It is in the south.
That's, That's a really far. That's like almost
But
like
it's like
California, so.
no, it's not. It's literally like above like Florida and all that. It's North Carolina is like
North Carolina is literally on like the top edge of California.
No, it's not. It's like going down, straight down. You're gonna be there.
Like there's
It's
literally
like below Virginia, after like Virginia or West Virginia.
Oh,
There's literally
Virginia.
like
Yeah.
I was like there's literally like
Oh, no,
2
John,
or 3
it's
states
Virginia
in
that I was thinking
between.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could.
California is out west. Virginia, like North Carolina's down south. Like right past Virginia or West Virginia, like one of the fucking two.
Oh,
I would know because I went there many times when my brother was in fucking college. I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I never went there before. It's beautiful down there. I can only.
I've never been there. It's beautiful.
I've seen the picture. I saw the welcome sign. It looks beautiful.
It honestly though, it really is. It's like no joke. It's like one of the nicest places.
Oh, I know it is. I have cousins that live down there, and they love it there.
Which state are we talking about?
North Carolina.
Oh, North Carolina. I love North Carolina.
I don't hate Virginia by any means, you know.
Now,
But my
Virginia-
God, it is such a bitch to drive.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
like-
yes,
been,
definitely.
Virginia, I've been to, and it's fucking terrible.
Again, maybe we're just
Driving.
spoiled because we live in like one of the smallest, states in the country.
Yeah.
So it's like, when you want to drive from point A to point B, it's like 30 minutes, maybe an hour.
Oh, speaking
you know,
speaking
we
of
go to
stuff like
Virginia.
that.
You want to go to point A to point B. Oh yeah, it's 4 hours.
Oh, speaking of stuff like that, my dad was driving through Utah, and I was like, it's been like 4 hours, and we're still not out of the state.
Like.
I know. I love places like that because that means more room for like small towns, and I love small towns. So.
Oh.
I'm a urban guy, so.
I'm doing my answer is I don't care as long as it's cheap and it's
I can't live in rural.
I love
really
rural.
can't.
I love rural areas.
as my mother would say, I'm essentially like a Bubba, a
You're a
Southern Bubba.
Yeah.
As my mother, my mother would know she grew up in Minnesota, so she would know what a Bubba fucking is more than most.
I could say the same. For me, anyway. I definitely like rural areas, but I don't want it to be that so rural that I have to be fucking chopping wood for trees and shit.
Royale, for me, it's more the fact that I don't want to drive like an hour just to get groceries.
Oh.
No, I can understand that.
I would just hunt. Fuck that shit.
Well, I mean,
Like, give me that gun. I'll use the environmentally safe bullets because that's what's best for the environment. And then I'll just kill a deer. Done.
my father.
But Royale, my question for you is: do you know how to skin a deer?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Where the hell did you learn to skin a deer?
I used to live down south.
I know that, but it's like I don't know what
From my cousins. They taught me how to hunt and things like that. It was never for sport. It was only for the purpose of feeding. So
I'll always say
I'm making sure so I don't get anyone because I am an animal lover, but at the same time, nature.
Well, no, it's like
That's how it works.
no, I can understand.
Eat or be eaten.
No, I get it. It's like you can like animals, but you only take what you need to, no more than
Yep.
than what you need to survive.
If we skinned it right then and there, and then anything left over, we left for the animals because there wasn't needed. We made sure to take take the bullets out if there were any leftover bullets because we don't want them eating those.
Yeah.
And getting sick. We were very environmentally conscious with that kind of
How
shit.
was that deer meat for you?
It was pretty good.
Does it taste like
Never
chicken?
get a chance to try deer meat.
I really didn't.
I tried-
I personally didn't think so. It just tasted different.
My mother's had gator.
Gator is
is good.
delicious.
Gator is fucking good.
I wouldn't know.
You gotta try some gator.
I'd
if you go up to Bridgeport, you can have squirrel meat.
I mean, I wouldn't objectify trying
Royale, I'm a carnivore. I love my meat.
And no, I'm not even shitting with you. I don't know what kind. Do you know those what do you call it? Those fair things where they have stuff on sale for half price and shit like that.
Yeah.
And one of the places had a kebab stand, and we thought beef kebab. It doesn't really say anything about what type of meat.
It said kebab.
It just said kebab. So we ate the meat, and the second we had put it in our mouths, we were like, this doesn't taste like beef. This isn't chicken. This isn't deer, because we knew what that was.
Yeah.
And this was like an unusual. We came up with squirrel. I really don't know what it was, but it was something not of the normal that you would normally hunt. Because it wasn't deer and it wasn't rabbit. It was neither of those two things. The only thing left in Bridgeport is squirrels and raccoons. So it's one of those two things.
Or a possum.
Or a possum. Yeah, that is also a possibility.
Oh, if you guys really want to try the weirdest shit,
Wow.
if you're Filipino, like yours truly,
Yeah.
you get to eat a boarded egg.
Oh.
Like the chick is still there.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
I've seen that.
No, you know one of the things that...
No, thank you.
Jim was one of the
I
things...
ate those.
Jim
Is
was
it
one...
good?
It's salty.
Oh, John, you'd love that.
You mean
The
you're not...
bones are crunchy, I will say that.
The bones. I typically don't like the idea of eating anything with a bone in it, just because it's an unnatural fear of like possibly choking.
Yeah, that's a natural fear.
That's a natural.
I don't know.
Actually, no, that is unnatural.
If someone does not take it, if you do not properly debone something, you can easily choke on it.
I did choke on a bone when I was younger,
I choked on a nail once.
so I had to swallow the whole bone.
I never had that happen. I mean, one time, like one time I ever choked was one time as a kid. I had some pizza that was like really stringy. Went down my throat. My father immediately gave me the Heimlich, and I was fine. But like,
No, it was actually at McDonald's. It was one of their McFlurries, and I guess the machine one of the bolts came loose in the machine, and I swallowed it. But then I immediately spit it back out because I was able to like not fully choke on it. And like, this doesn't taste right. And I'm like, oh shit. We got free McFlurries for a good long time at that McDonald's, but it's like, now that that's happened, I don't really want it anymore.
no, no, it makes sense.
Just curious, where are you going?
I'm trying to find like these two NPCs.
He's
Like
lost
they're,
his way.
they're both like, well, one's essentially the most important one in the game because he gives you an item that you need to get. And the other one's like a next door. So.
Alright, well, while we do that, how about we just end the episode here, and then we'll come back and we'll continue your search.
Yeah.
First, let's kill this guy. Goodbye, guy.
That was quickly.
Goodbye, Carl.
He fell over. It's Dumbledore, actually.
Dumbledore!